Okay. Hi, everybody. This is our first PTC meeting of 2018. I missed you guys so much last month during the freeze, but not enough to make you all come here. All right, so we're going to get started. There are copies of the minutes on every table. They're also on the website, and we leave them all kinds of places. From our last meeting in December. November. It's been a while. I'm not really sure what month we're in right now. So I just need a motion to approve the minutes from November's meeting. Thank you, Jennifer. In a second. Thank you. Brandon will have a treasurer report for us.
In our PTC general account, we now have $12,652.46.
Can you say that number one more time?
$12,652.46.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Brandon. So Rochelle can't be here. She is at home tonight with her family. So she sent me something to read about the King Cake Social. She said the Woodvale Teacher Appreciation King Cake Celebration was a success. She'd like to thank all of the parents who helped us show our appreciation for all of our wonderful teachers and staff by donating king cakes. Teachers were able to sample king cakes from Crystal Weddings, Gambino's, Keller's, Twins, Great Harvest, Meshes, Whole Foods, Rouse's, and Albertsons. That's a lot of king cakes. 18 were donated, as well as king cake coffee and milk. It wouldn't have been possible without the generosity of our Woodvale parents. Thank you again. Side note to teachers, she says she did not mention any names as far as who cheated on diets. Nor did she mention how many times anyone visited the king cake tables. Your secrets are safe with her. Our next teacher appreciation event will be the Teacher Appreciation Luncheon, which is Wednesday, May 9th. For now, just mark your calendars. We'll send out more details as that day comes closer. If you are friends with anybody who is super awesome at catering, though, feel free to let me know. Let's see. And then our next topic is Eagle Run. I'm going to let Nicole take over for that.
Hello, everyone. There is an official date for Eagle Run. It is the 13th of April, so a little ways off, but imminent. So thank you to everybody who has contacted me expressing that they are interested in Eagle Run. I have a stack of people that I need to contact, which is exciting. And just to let everybody know that there will be forms going home soon, just like explaining what is Eagle Run, what can you expect, especially for all of our new people. Eagle Run is kind of like any other fun run, except it benefits Woodvale and only Woodvale. So I am still looking for sponsors for Eagle Run. There are a lot of cool ways that you can be a sponsor for Eagle Run. We have 3 main levels, starting at $100, going all the way up from there. Let's see, there are some benefits to sponsorship. You get your name on some flyers that go home, and that's great press. All of the parents at Woodvale see that you care about Woodvale. You get acknowledgement on results flyers. You get put in our yearbook. Your name and logo go on yard signs. We have banners. There's collection envelopes, all kinds of stuff. Yes.
How do you, who do they contact if they want to sponsor?
That's the next thing.
Oh,
okay, if you want to sponsor or have a sponsorship tip, please email us at info@woodvaleptc.org. That's info@woodvaleptc.org. Any tips that you have for, yes?
Oh, yeah, so Emerson's mom is trying to really open up Hello Dancer for the Woodvale community. Did y'all contact her? Do you want me to?
No, I haven't, but if you would contact her, that would be phenomenal. And
But she's growing like wildfire, and she's trying to keep it kind of local.
that's awesome. Okay.
So I didn't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
if y'all wanted.
And then if you want to find me on Facebook, my name is Nicole Hauerwas, HAUERWAS. Friend me. You can send me anything, and I will send out sponsorship brochures.
So just contact you if we want that brochure? Okay.
Yes.
Just to piggyback on what Nicole was talking about with our sponsors, because we have a lot of new parents and a lot of new teachers. In previous years, our sponsorships have covered the cost, more than covered the cost of putting on the fun run. The snacks and the water for the kids, the prizes that we give out. We've had tents donated, food brought for our volunteers. So if we can do that, then every dollar that our kids bring in stays here at Woodvale. 100% of the money that these students are raising stays right here, and our sponsors cover the cost of everything. I think that's a great selling point to be able to tell parents and people that we're getting sponsorships from, when our students go, if they can tell them 100% of what you give me stays at my school.
And I remember a couple of years ago we came up with the ideas because somebody came to us and wanted to sponsor, but they wanted like what 40% of it or something,
Right.
from the collections. But they would throw it for us. But they take the money, the 40% of what we collected. So that's why we.
Fundraising company. Oh, gotcha.
That was called like Run for Whatever, and so then PTC was like, oh no, we can put this on ourselves. So that's how it started.
Brady can tell you that on the website we're weekly and sometimes multiple times a week we get hit with people saying, let me show you how to do a fun run, and the numbers that they're going to show us how to generate are less than what we're generating on our own.
We can do anything.
And they're wanting to take a cut of the profit, so politely decline, and we can do this. So
So you're looking for, how many do you think you'd need in order to make it, like, what's your norm?
I don't even
off the top of my head, I can't.
Off the top of my head.
I mean,
I think
the
we
stuff.
I think we want $3,500 in sponsorship to cover the cost of the event, and that's being extremely conservative.
And so, and you said each membership's 100?
No,
It
it varies from
varies.
100 to 500 to even $1,000.
Mhm.
I think.
And they can be
So as long as
in-kind
you're-
donations
And
or
there's levels
cash.
of sponsorship too. There's like your blue, your silver, your gold, and stuff like that. But that all goes out on that informational sheet that I'm assuming is coming out soon.
Yes, it's
And-
all things go well. It should go out this week.
Well,
hopefully.
and parents are more apt to read Facebook than they are to read that brochure, so if we can all just share it.
Hopefully this week.
more
And-
often.
Nicole has the copy.
I'm just saying, it's the
And
truth.
we can be creative. Our sponsors can be creative. We can explain the fun run to them, and they may see an opportunity to say, "Hey, here's an in-kind donation." Tents are a big one that save us. We don't have to rent tents, and it's
I
great
can give you a
advertisement.
contact list of about 20 tents, Nicole.
Perfect. Because that's a way for you to get your business name out there. Everybody who comes and passes by sees your tent out there.
And everybody's filming their kids, running the race, and they're putting those videos up on Facebook, and there's a lot of visibility. And if you're just a regular person and you say, oh, I just want to sponsor like 1 or 2 kids, you can send money, like an extra $10 or an extra $20, and other kids who normally wouldn't get to participate can participate because of your generous donation. So I'm compiling a list of the chairs that I still need and the specific capacities in which I still need volunteers, and that will go up on Facebook shortly. And I would like to host here in the library next week a meeting just about Fun Run on Wednesday, the 28th of February at 6 p.m. And that way we can start to get our volunteers all together. People that are organizing can talk to each other, and that way you're not on your own little island if you've agreed to help me. Yes, and then also I think last year we raised $22,000 for Woodvale, which, I mean, there's a brand new playground outside as evidence to that.
It would almost be fun to like challenge the kids like we could throw water balloons at the assistant principal, or some sort of,
Did you agree to this beforehand?
like some sort of, if you could get the kids really motivated, like if we get to throw balloons at Christy Hayes while she's, running around the track, then maybe they would. No, I mean, like, I'm just saying, you know how some incentive. But I'm wondering to kind of spruce it up. Like if we can hit our fundraising limit, or if we can get, then that class will get to do something to the principal and assistant principal.
Yeah, I'm open.
Well, no, it works.
I know.
Yeah, they love that.
Or their favorite teacher, like if they want to pick yours, or if they want to pick somebody, to adopt a.
Yeah, no, I'm open to
handling
all
injuries.
ideas. Find me, harass me. That'll be great.
I can see,
Kids would love
I
that.
can see how that would go over better than,
I'm saying just if you
I'll
want
give you
the
a
kid, then the kids will go
heart
nag the parents, and the parents will give the money, and then.
Especially on those kids out of his office.
They'll be like, here's all my money.
I'll just say that works. It does work. It's been proven. Kids like to do things like that.
sure?
Okay.
And I mean, they did compete for those little rubber duckies.
Okay, so our email address is on the bottom of the agenda. The contact information is on our website, woodvaleptc.org. I leave my phone number all kinds of places, so you can find that. I'll probably give you Nicole's phone number without telling her too, so that's always fun. We're really excited about this event. It's one of the most fun things that we do as a school, and the kids love it. And, we can't do it without y'all, and we can't do it without sponsors, and we're getting very close. It's close. Brandon, do you want to do a quick popcorn update? Things are going well.
Popcorn's going well. We've had some struggles with volunteers, but somehow at the last minute we always seem to have people come through. But it's going well. I think we have 2 more pops, March and April are our next 2 pops, and the only thing that I want to again put out there is if you're missing somebody from your class and you go to the office and get a bag, that's great. I'm glad that kid's taken care of, but it doesn't solve the problem. It treats the symptom of the problem. The problem is I don't have them on my list. So just if you hear a teacher say, well, I had a kid that didn't get their popcorn, make sure that you remind them to let me know so that I can research that, find out when they're not on our list. But so far, I think we're doing real well with that.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Teacher appreciation luncheons on new business. We touched on that. It's May 9th. Okay, so the last thing on here, officer nominations. There's a little link right there. And that link will take you to a little survey monkey that goes over what positions are available. You can have my job. You can have Brandon's job. You can have Anna's job. They're all up for grabs. So we need a president, a secretary, and a treasurer. It is a 2-year term. It is really rewarding. It's fulfilling, and it's.
You sure I just didn't do 1 year?
I know.
It doesn't seem like it's been 2 years.
It flew by real fast.
Such a great job.
So if you have questions and you're like, I'm not sure if I can devote the time, I work. Obviously, you have children, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Teachers can also be on the board, which is something if those of you who those of you who are interested, that's also an option. Brandon and Nicole and Anna and I all work full time as well, and we're still here and able to do this. So it is doable, and if you're worried and you have questions, come and talk to me. Come and talk to any of us. We'll tell you how much we love it and how rewarding it's been, and how I'm probably going to cry when I don't get to be here in this capacity anymore because I've loved it so much.
How are y'all getting this information out?
So for now, I've started here. I made it yesterday.
Awesome.
It's going to go on Facebook, and then we're going to send something home as
So
well.
we're gonna have like a nomination.
Yes, and so I put on the Survey Monkey what the dates were, but I'd already made this before I made that. So I think it's until like March 17th or the 20th or so. So we've got about a month to nominate. And if you want to nominate
any good
somebody
parents y'all
else,
have in your classroom that you are aware of, encourage them to. If someone else nominate them, or nominate themselves.
yeah, you can nominate other people. We still have to go and tell them like, hey, you were nominated. Are you interested? We won't just throw them to the wolves.
Right.
So, does anybody have any questions? Okay. Well, that's all I have PTC wise. I think I'm good. School stuff. The blood drive was a big success. I heard the pizza party was off the hook. The kids talked about it all afternoon. So thank you to everybody who came. And then I put the dates for French Week on here.
Yes, French Week is coming up next week already.
Yes.
And it's not going to be as elaborate as it has been in the past. As all y'all know, we have a new French teacher this year. Madame did it for years. But Madame also, I'm talking about Warner, wrote grants in the past. And so she had more money and more funds to put on French Week. With the new French teacher, she was not able to do that, being so new this year. But, she has planned a lot of activities and just, things that don't cost a lot of money. So that schedule will be going out soon, and we can put it on the Facebook page. It was just approved today, matter of fact. So.
She has some great ideas.
What is French Week?
French Week is really just celebrating the French culture, the French heritage, and letting the younger students in 4th grade take French. But it exposes all the kindergarten through 3rd grade students to a taste of what French and the culture, can be about.
Okay,
So.
cool. Do you need any volunteers?
We have a committee this year for the teachers to help her.
Yes, and I can ask her to be sure tomorrow, Miss Ogeron.
But
She's right
Oh,
here.
I can't see you. Sorry. Well, I would let you talk. I didn't think you were here tonight. I apologize. Well, do you have anything to share then? Go ahead.
Sure. I can kind of give y'all a brief overview of what I have planned. So we're kind of going to do like what we did for Counselors Week, where they had like a different theme every day. As of right now, I have a red, white, and blue French flag dress up. I'm not sure if you just want to do shirts or
We'll probably just do
everything.
shirts.
Just do shirts. Okay, that works for me. We are working on. I don't know, Miss Hayes, did Madame Warner get back with you?
We're texting right now.
Okay, good.
Maybe since it's live on Facebook, we don't have it finalized yet, maybe we should wait to say what things are.
Yeah, I agree. We'll put it in writing.
Not a problem. Just other various activities for the whole school to participate in throughout the week.
Sounds good.
When you get all of that information, can you email that? I'll give you
Absolutely.
my PTC email,
Okay.
and I'll get it on the website, and then we can get it on the Facebook, PTC Facebook page
Okay,
as
great.
well.
are we? Does anybody have Leader in Me?
Yeah, I was about to say, and it doesn't even have to be about Leader and me, but anything teacher-wise that all the teachers who are here tonight, anything you just wanting to share with parents, that would be just any information or just things that y'all are doing that are wonderful going on in your classrooms right now.
I don't mind sharing. Today, our Leadership Lighthouse team met, and we are finalizing our Leadership Day on March 23rd, and invitations will be sent out, and we will be showcasing our leadership qualities with our students on that day. So we're really excited about that. Looking forward to it. It looks like it's going to be the best one yet. Very exciting.
What date was that?
Friday, the 23rd.
March 23rd.
So we'll invite community members as well as all parents.
And also, this is, when she said a reminder, because we did have a Lighthouse leadership meeting today, and we also discussed, in light of the school shootings that have recently occurred, just making sure that our school is as safe as possible. And the district has just reminded us to review our crisis plans and to make sure our drills are up to date. But the one thing that we did discuss today, that the district would like us to lock all classroom doors. So we are going to begin that tomorrow. So parents, when you come on campus, if those doors are locked, there's a reason, and you just have to knock and let the student or the teacher let you in. But another thing I want to stress with parents, and y'all can put the word out with Facebook and things, is to, anytime you come on campus, we must report to the office to get a visitor's tag and sign in. So that's crucial, and they're trying to beef that up to district-wide. So just a few reminders on safety.
Second grade is doing a little presentation next Friday, the 2nd. And 4 classes are going to be doing their bio buddies for their living museum. So they're going to dress up as their historical figure. They're going to have their little button. You can press the button and they come to life and they'll tell you about their person that they have researched. And then the other two classes, so that'll be 4 classes. The other 2 classes have been writing poetry, and they're going to share they're going to recite their poetry.
So everybody's doing something in second, and parents are invited to that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It'll be Friday, March the 2nd from 8:30 to 9:30.
It's pretty exciting.
They're excited.
So that information goes home with the kids in their backpacks too?
Yes.
So the parents will know? Okay.
And the other grade levels are invited to go walk through.
Yes,
I have a parent who just texted me and asked me to reminded me about a conversation we had. I know we've been doing a lot with playground equipment and, you know, upgrading things. I know we still have monies to spend. We would love for you to maybe look at our bike racks and see if there's something that we can do about it. They're in pretty bad shape, and you know, the weather's getting really nice now. We have a lot of neighborhood kids who would like to be riding their bikes to school. So just a kind of question about could we consider looking and replacing those bike racks?
Yeah, I was going to ask what we will do with our PTC money, that $12,000.
So we have a budget, and it goes a lot of different places. There's a technology budget. There's I'm trying to remember
it's
this
already
from the top.
allocated then?
For this year, it's allocated.
Okay.
We do that over the summer. We make the plans over the summer, and we present it at the first PTC meeting for voting. So that's what we went over for the open house, that slideshow. That was the budget meeting, basically. Which, if it's your first year at Woodvale, it's kind of hard to catch up. But
each grade level is allocated a certain amount of money. Each classroom teacher is allocated a certain amount of money. A certain amount of money has been allocated to playground and then also to playground upkeep.
Okay, great.
And technology.
Technology is a pretty sizable amount. Teacher appreciation.
It goes really quickly. You know, it can be budgeted really quickly.
Right.
The need is there.
And then we try to anticipate things like this year we've got the matching funds that we're able to obtain from the school board. So we try to have our budget as flexible as we can so that we can move money around and get those matching funds.
And that's a new thing, by the way.
Right, that's new. That's new.
That's a brand new thing that the school board just is implemented in the last couple of months or so.
so this money that we have now has been allocated, and it goes a bunch of different places. The money that we get for Fun Run is kind of what jump starts next year's budget.
Okay, gotcha.
So it always kind of carries over. So next year we start the year with that money in the bank, and we can say, okay, here's what we've got, and this is what we want to do this year.
Okay, great.
Okay, I've
And I
got
think
one
I
more
still have that
announcement.
slideshow. If you can see it, I can.
From a car rider duty teacher, if I know I've been posting on several of the Facebook pages, if we drop kids off, can we just try to be aware that we need to keep the line moving, and wherever you stop, just let your kid out real quick. And then if you need to pull over and talk to a teacher, just pull over and drop them off. And also cell phones, it's a law. So just wanted to make some reminders about that, because we have like 380 kids coming through car rider line, and we still have you know, up into the last minute people trying to unload. So just to be aware that we just got to keep it moving, and wherever you stop, just let your kid get out, and you know, just a little friendly reminder. Oh, and yeah, don't lock the doors maybe on the teachers when they're trying to help your kid out. Because, you know, it's just some etiquette
Probably
things.
by accident.
It's probably by accident, I'm sure. That's from Hannah. That wasn't never happened to me yet. But no, just some etiquette things, just to make sure it's safe, you know, and
Thank you.
things like that.
Yes, thanks for that reminder.
Any other teachers want to share anything?
I know y'all prepared some things.
I'll share. I'm Stacy Stutz in 4th grade, and for Leader and me, we really try to make it organic. It's just part of the day. And one of the things we read recently in Journeys was a nonfiction text called The Life and Times of the Ant. And as we were reading it, the kids were saying, oh, they're synergizing, oh, they're putting first things first. So I thought at the end of the week it would be neat for them to do an art project. And so their I can statements where I can draw an illustration that shows how ants exhibit the 7 habits. I can write a caption that gives more information about my illustration, and that is standard 4.7. So they all had their own thing. This one said, habit 1, proactive. The ants are proactive because they get food before the winter so the colony doesn't starve. And, you know, she had her own little art. This one says, habit 3, the ant is working first and then will go to bed. Okay. And this one says, I think in the book, The Life and Times of the Ants, they use habit 6, synergize. These 2 ants help the queen bee protected.
That's cute.
And I
wasn't part of my original lesson plans to do this. It just felt right. So
And
we did that.
That's what I was going to elaborate on, that, you know, we see that a lot in the classroom, that it just really meshes so well with the lessons, you know, it just does. You know, once they know the habits well and can just incorporate them in all the different ways so that they're throughout the curriculum. So it's neat.
All right, I guess that's everybody. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching on Facebook. Again, track me down, find me if you have questions. If you know somebody who wants to sponsor, but you don't want to ask them, we'll ask them for you. We just want to be helpful and make sure everything goes well.
Would one of you guys want to share something about the field trip, the gifted field trip?
Oh, that'd be great.
It was awesome.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. You're in Oh, I'm the one that gets to talk. Okay. No. We went to Houston. We went to the Health Museum, Fine Arts Museum, and a Children's Museum. And it was great and busy, and they had fun.
It was all several schools too, wasn't just Woodvale?
Right. Yes. It was the gifted programs from Woodvale, Egremorton, and Plantation. So there was 4 coach buses from 5:45 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night.
It was neat to see the kids interact with the other gifted kids from the other schools, because they were like, oh, I remember you from kindergarten or first grade, or we went to Prairie together, you know, because they come from all over. So it was neat to see them kind of get to play with all the other kids. And if you get a chance to go to the Health Museum,
Yes.
The health.
it is amazing. They did lose part of it in Harvey. They used to have this big ear that you could walk through, and it got damaged, but they're replacing it. And they have a cell lab where you can go and like do experiments with like cells. It's so amazing, and it's literally across the street from the Children's Museum. So if you were looking for something fun to do this summer, definitely the Health Museum. I mean, and the Children's Museum is just amazing. It's 3 floors of like nonstop. I don't think they ever got to see all of it.
Are they going to fix the ear?
3 hours. Yeah, they are. They are fixing the ear. I talked to them about it. Yes.
And I think the Children's Museum, I know that they used to have like Thursday night was family night.
I think they still do that. Yeah.
And after a certain time, you can get in at no cost.
Yeah. And they have later hours in the summer. They have an outdoor like water area, like they can run around and get wet. Like some of them were soaking wet, and they were just so excited that they were outside playing with water. But it was all STEM centered, and they were doing chemistry and physics, and it was so awesome. It wasn't just like, you know, shop in the grocery store and play with the Legos. It was amazing. I mean, that part is fun too.
Not only was the trip itself a lot of fun, the children were beyond grateful. They were excited. They were well behaved. I was so proud to. But my mom snuck into lunch with us because I'm from Houston. She lives there, and she said that all the kids that she got to talk to were just so polite and so happy and so excited to be there. I mean, for me, that was the best part of the trip.
Several of the volunteers at the various museums commented about how our kids were and how well behaved they were. And
I was very proud of them in the Fine Arts Museum because 7-year-olds in a Fine Arts Museum could have gone either way. We walked past some, you know, we talked about museum etiquette, but still, you know, you never know. And a couple of the boys were a little close to the Picassos for comfort, but no one touched anything.
They had great questions.
It worked. Yeah.
They did.
At the Fine Arts.
Oh, yes.
They asked questions. The great questions.
It was
and
amazing.
knew so much about it before they went in, and they just
trained them so well.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, I
Did a
mean,
lot
we
of-
studied
yeah,
so
did.
much of it that I think some of them I think were just in awe that they were actually
the real
seeing they were like, we looked at this in a book, and I had one little girl go, and it's on the wall. Like she was like, she didn't want it to, you know which one I'm talking about. She was just like in awe, and she was just so excited to be there. It was such an amazing thing to see.
Yeah, I think Woodvale does a great job at all the big trips, because each grade level, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, take those big hotel buses and trips, and then now they're doing their own,
Yeah.
and they're gifted, so.
It's so
We're
cool.
very privileged to be able to get that done here.
Absolutely.
So, I just have one more thing. We sent a text message today, to all the parents to fill out a survey for the school improvement plan. And, if we can just kind of pass the word around, if you wanna know, maybe put it on Facebook to see. The students, all 3rd and 4th grade, students are taking it in the lab this week. All of our teachers take it, and we take it, administrators take it as well. It's different surveys based on the different groups. And we collect that data to drive our instruction for the following year and just improvements. So if we get as many responses, I don't want just the minimum, I would like, more than that.
It's required as part of Title I funding that we do receive, from Title I. These surveys is part of our school-wide plan for improvement. And so that's the purpose for it. And so yes, if we could get as many to complete them, that would be great.
Yeah, and it's quick. It's maybe a minute or two. It doesn't take long, so it's not gonna be a big deal out of your day. So I appreciate if y'all could do that.
Absolutely. All right, I think that unless anybody has any last minute questions, we're done.
I'll share a teacher success story really
Yes.
quick. So my son Anders has had some issues at other schools, and we were nervous moving here. And he didn't want to read at all over the summer. He was on a reading level A, and now I think he's bringing home level L books. Miss Jansen has been amazing for him. So just want to give her a shout out.
He's above grade level now.
Wow. And we're also having somebody come visit from Go Noodle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, March 9th, I think.
And Miss
We
Jansen's
have Miss
class.
Jansen's
'cause
class,
she's-
they're gonna visit, Miss, Baru's in PE, because when they're having inclement weather, they do the Go Noodle in the classroom. And Miss, Van Vliet, 1st grade.
Yeah, I believe it's your husband that's coming with me.
She's saying she believes it's your husband that's coming with the team. It's a team coming, I think.
Kevin? No? Oh, okay, wrong one.
But anyway, it's a partnership with Our Lady of Lourdes that,
Okay.
puts on the Go Noodle and.
Yeah, that's what yeah. Which, okay. Might not
You
have
don't-
told
you don't
She might not have
communicate.
told you. Might be a surprise.
So anyway, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's coming up, yes.
Yeah, so Miss Jansen and Miss Bowers had the most usage for Go Noodle in the school, so they're coming to the school to go film in their classroom and show, kind of make a big deal about it.
It's awesome.
That's exciting. Well, I am very glad to be a part of Woodvale. We had Miss Jansen. With 2 kids, and we've all had all of our teachers. I'm excited that I'm here. Thank you. Okay, so I think are we good? All right, so we're gonna call it 6:37. In the new glasses. All right, bye.
Thank you.